Hey guys, happy 2020. This is the first video that I'm making for 2020. 2019 just went by so fast. So today's Wednesday, January 8th, 2020, and I'm just sitting here in my car. I'm sitting in this Starbucks parking lot. I came here to get a quick bite to eat and something to drink and just do some quick studying really fast and try to get organized and plan out some things before the semester begins. So a few people have been asking me to give them an update as far as my journey so far in the RN program. So that's why I'm making this video. So you guys, school has been challenging. It's been extremely intense. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting. So I am an LVN. I've been an LVN since 2012, and the school that I am attending right now for my RN is one of the best schools in California, one of the top 10 best schools in California. And the hospital that we do our clinicals at is a level 2 trauma center. It's extremely busy. They get a lot of people here at this hospital. So like I said, this school is one of the best schools in California. They have a really, really high passing standard. They are known for having one of the hardest programs in California. And it's hard. It's definitely hard. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be easy, but I wasn't expecting this. It's unnecessary sometimes. The level of hardness is unnecessary. What I mean by that is, I'm not sure if other schools experience things like this, but the school that I am at, they've been going through a lot of changes as far as staff, and my lecture instructor is a new instructor. She literally doesn't teach. That's a whole nother video, but she doesn't teach at all. She doesn't lecture. So that's what I mean by, it's unnecessary for them to do, for them to give us an instructor like that. I've been waiting to go to this school for years. I don't know. I literally only applied at this school. This was the school that I wanted to go to, and I was so happy when I got accepted. I have so many friends who've been to this school, and they all said it was hard, so I knew it was going to be hard, but a lot of them had some really good instructors. So I was looking forward to coming to school, and I actually love school. I'm just one of those people. I love to learn. I love school. So I was looking forward to, learning some new things and just expanding my knowledge, and I was just ready. So, with that being said, my experience was nothing like that. She did not teach us. She literally would come to lecture unprepared. She would tell us to Google things. You couldn't even ask her a question. But anyways, you guys, that's a whole nother video. I don't want to talk about that right now. So like I said, this journey so far has been challenging. The program is fast paced because I have an option called LVN to RN Bridge. So I completed the bridge portion of it, which was in the summer. I completed the fall semester. I actually was supposed to graduate in May 2020, but my graduation is actually pushed back until December 2020. So I will be in school this whole year of 2020, and I'm ready for it to just be over with. It's intense. And a lot of us, like I said, I was expecting it to be hard. I knew it was going to be challenging. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but yeah, this is ridiculous. But anyways, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys see a lot of alright, sorry about that, you guys. My son called me. So like I was saying, like a lot of us, we see a lot of like the nursing students on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all over the place, and they just make it look so easy, make it look like a walk in the park. They look so well put together. They don't look stressed. They make it look real easy, and no, school is not like that. I mean, I guess it is for some people, but no. And sometimes it could be like that a little bit towards the beginning, but then things get really, really intense. So, like I said, it's been really, really tough, really challenging, and I probably keep saying that a lot, but I want you guys to know, like, that's how it's been. So, if I've been MIA, I'm sorry, but I am trying to do better, and my class doesn't start until April. So like I said, my graduation is pushed back, so I was supposed to be taking a class the first half of spring and then another class the second half of spring and graduating, but that has changed, so my class doesn't officially start until April. Let me move the camera a little bit. So my class doesn't officially start until April, so I have some free time, so I'm actually going to be trying to do better as far as like YouTube and posting videos and just stuff like that, because right now it is like extremely hard trying to keep up with everything. I am a single mom. I have 4 kids, so bear with me, you guys. So anyways, sun's like really, really shining. But anyways, you guys, for those of you who aren't in school and you're waiting to start, I recommend like you really should start like studying as soon as possible, and just like if you guys can get access to the book that your school will be using and start doing your readings and just try to stay ahead of the game, because it's intense and they literally cram like over a dozen chapters sometimes into a single test. So for a lot of people, I know a lot of you guys, have kids as well, or you're working, or whatever the situation might be. You guys really need to just start as early as you can and just start doing your reading and your studyings. I know a lot of people like to have a good time and enjoy their time before they start school, which I guess, if you want to do that, but I do recommend starting your reading early and starting to do some of your studying and things of that sort. So for me, like, I have to really, really study. I'm just one of those people. I have to study. I have to try to eliminate social media. So I literally like deactivate my Facebook. I delete my Instagram app and stuff like that, just so I could stay focused, because it's so easy like to get distracted. And it's like with school, every second counts, every day counts. Like, there's no time to waste. I mean, sure, yeah, you want to like live a little and take breaks, but for me at least, social media just doesn't work out for me when I'm in school, because I mean, we all need an outlet sometimes. So I'll get on social media and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a break, because I like to study and break up my study sessions, and I don't like to study for a long period of time. So I would like to like spend, usually it just varies. Sometimes I study 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I have like all these apps on my phone. I take flashcards everywhere with me. I usually have like some kind of study material, so I'll do like 10-15 minutes here and there. But a lot of the times I like to do anywhere from maybe about 15 minutes to 45 minutes, and I give myself a break. So with me, I'll say like, oh, I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break, And then I end up getting on Facebook, and that 10 minutes leads to 15 minutes and 20 minutes and 30 minutes. And next thing you know, an hour passed, 2 hours passed. And you wasted all this time when you could have been like studying or cleaning or doing something that was more useful. So for me, like I said, I do deactivate my social medias. But yeah. So what else do I want to talk to you guys about? So yeah, it is really, really important to try to take time for yourself and try to have healthy outlets and just healthy things to do, and go to the gym, take a walk, read a book, not one of your like textbooks. Read like a book, one of your favorite books, like a little novel or a fiction book or something like that. And get massages. Just do something for you, because school can be extremely overwhelming and you can burn out. You can burn out really, really easy just by studying. So I do recommend like having some kind of healthy option to do. So for me, I like going to, I haven't really been to the gym that much, but I usually like going to the gym. This year, 2020, I am going to try to incorporate more gym time into my schedule. That way I'm not studying, because you guys, I study my butt off. And even with me studying my butt off, it's still not enough, because you have to make sure that you're studying smarter, not harder. For me, what I was doing, I don't have my notebook with me, but I would literally, oh, so bright. Okay, so I literally would like read the chapter and make my notes, but I really feel like I was highlighting too much. I was basically almost like summarizing the chapter, summarizing the book, and that's what you don't want to do. Like, you don't want to summarize it, you want to understand it. So the first several weeks I basically was summarizing. I was reading the book, and then I was writing so much that by the time I was done writing, it was time to take a test. And a lot of the times I would, like, our tests are on Mondays, so a lot of the times it would be Saturday, sometimes Sunday morning, and I would still be writing out my notes. So as time went on, I was like, okay, this isn't working for me. So I was able to get my my notes down smaller, or I was able to condense my notes a little bit, but it still was too much. And then towards the end, I was learning, I was retaining it, and I was teaching. So if you can teach somebody, even if it's your kids, if it's one of your classmates, if it's yourself, if you have to like stand there and like talk to yourself like at home or whatever, like do what you have to do to where you know it, because you want to know it. You don't want to just be memorizing. And I feel like that's what I was doing. I was spending too much time highlighting and writing notes, to where the last day or two I was just trying to cram everything into my head and take it from there, and it was not working for me. Like, that approach for me was not successful at all. So once I got the hang of it, and once I switched up a little bit, and I started just like, I would read it still, and then I would just like highlight a little bit, like the stuff that was important. But for me, it was extremely hard, because our instructor, like I think I mentioned this, but our instructor was a new instructor. She didn't really lecture, she didn't teach us, so it was like, she wouldn't even answer questions. Like, you'll ask her a question, she'll tell you to ask Google. So I was freaking out. Like, I was taking the book and I was like trying to memorize and trying to learn everything, because I didn't know what was important. I'm so bright. I didn't know what was like important and what wasn't important. So I was like literally like trying to memorize everything. So I was like, oh, this looks important. Oh, this looks important. So it took up like a lot of my time. So once I stopped that, I was just reading it and I was trying to understand, like, the way that I did it. I wish I had my book with me so I could show you. I'll probably make another video and show you guys how I studied. But so I would take my book, and for me, if you can understand, like, and they tell you, like, when you're in school, like, all these, like, anatomy and physiology and all these classes, like, they're important. Like, if you can understand the body, you can understand, like, a lot of the, as far as, like, the med-surg chapters. If you can understand, like, the way the kidney functions, then you know, like, what nursing interventions are going to be and stuff like that. Because the school that I'm at, the way that they format the test, it's like, I guess, NCLEX style questions. So we have like 25% of our test is like select all that applies and stuff like that. So they're really like trying to prepare us to get ready to take the NCLEX. So if you can like think about whatever you're studying, if you know like the interventions and like a possible nursing diagnosis, then you're gonna know how to treat it. You're gonna like know the nursing interventions like off the top of your head. You're not really gonna have to memorize so much little detail that may not even mean anything. I mean, of course it means stuff, but it's not gonna be important as far as like testing purposes. So, you know, once I started doing that, it got a lot easier for me, and it actually got really fun and exciting because I knew what I was talking about, and I knew what I was doing. I knew my material, and it's like a whole nother experience when you really understand something versus just trying to memorize it. So, you guys, yeah, I recommend like trying to figure out what study style works best for you, because I'm also hands-on. Like, I need to be hands-on, but we didn't really get any of that as far as lecture. You have like the hospital and stuff like that, but lecture and clinical are completely different. And then my school, like, we have like a really nice simulation lab, so we have to do hours in there as well. And they would have like little scenarios and stuff like that, and that really helped me to understand a lot more just from like the sim labs. So you guys, like, yeah, make sure that you're staying organized. Time management is really important. Like I said, I literally spent all my time studying, and in the beginning I was not like benefiting from it because I was barely passing. So that was really frustrating. It's frustrating when you're spending all your time, all your energy studying, and you're not really seeing all your work, you know, pay out as far as like testing purposes goes. So yeah, make sure you guys have like really good time management. Make sure you make time for yourself. I, like, fall semester, I did not like manage my time as far as like me time and stuff like that. I didn't manage that time well in the beginning. Like, towards the end, I started like adding me time, and I started like taking time for myself. But like the first 8 weeks of school, literally the only thing I did in 8 weeks was I went to the Long Beach Lobster Festival, and that was like it. Everything else was like school. And it's easy to get burnt out like that. So the second 8 weeks of fall, I didn't really do that because, like I said, I was understanding the material. So I didn't have to spend so much time studying and then trying to basically rewrite the book. So yeah, you guys, I would read, I would make my notes, and then I would go back and listen to like YouTubers, Registered Nurse RN, Simple Nursing, and just like some other YouTubers and stuff like that. And then even like, I mean, the good thing about social media was like when I was like on Instagram and stuff like that, I follow Simple Nursing and I follow Registered Nurse RN, so I would like spend time on their pages. And Simple Nursing, they post videos and stuff like that on Instagram. So I would watch like their videos. So I guess I just wasn't on there, like, you know, just killing time, I guess. But yeah. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? Definitely, like, staying motivated. Like, stay motivated, stay encouraged. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with, like, good people, good, positive people, even, like, as far as classmates and stuff like that go. Like, don't get caught up in the mix, because nursing school can be, like, extremely cliquish. So I'm just like sitting in my car for the longest. So nursing school can be like extremely cliquish. So you guys, like, just stay out of it. Like, you don't even want like to get involved in all that. Like, it's sad, you know, how some people are, but that's another video as well. But yeah.